Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. This is Living History Militaria back from a short hiatus as we moved into our new house and are setting up our new battle bunker here. So, what I got for you guys today is a little surprise additions video. Been getting a lot of good deals on some stuff recently. So, I'm going to go ahead and dive right on into this. Before I do, give you a quick, it's very messy in here, just want to warn you. So this is the new battle bunker as it is getting unpacked and organized. Still need to find room on the walls for shelves and whatnot, but like I said, we're working on that. We got a bunch of other stuff to work on too in the meantime. So this is what I do a couple hours a day. When I got time, I'll come in here and kind of organize things a little bit. So, but this is as she sits right now. So, but let's go ahead and check out these new additions because I think you're going to like them. So first up here, sorry for this glare. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. It's a little bit better. I found this really, really awesome yard-long photo from World War I. This was on Facebook Marketplace for $15 in my local area. And I pounced on it as soon as I saw it, told the guy I'll be there after work. He had the picture of this in the frame. There is looks like some water damage here on the mat area because it's matted to fit in his frame. But we'll go ahead and check out this yard long. Really cool. You got soldiers sitting, standing, kneeling, and laying down here on the front. And you've got tents here in the background. This is at Camp Hancock in Georgia, February 1st, 1918. And this is 5th Company of the 3rd Regiment Motor Mechanics, which I think is really cool, something different. And from what I gathered, and also bear with me here because I did the research a couple of weeks ago, but from what I could find, these guys were all trained to work on Jeeps, trucks, vehicles and such. And from what I can gather, they were switched over to train working on airplane motors and whatnot. So they got shipped overseas around June or July, I think, of 1918 in France. So I thought this was a really cool, it's something different too. It's not just a typical division yard-long photo, but World War I and also right here, as you can see, 5th Company, 3rd Regiment Motor Mechanics, also known as the Motormen. So I thought that was really cool. It's in a nice frame. So for $15, I really could not pass that up. Like I said, as soon as I saw that, I jumped on that, told the guy, yep, I'll meet you there after work. No problem. The back of the frame is kind of in rough shape. It's mostly taped. It looks like the little nails or like the little wooden or the little metal prongs that would be in here probably fell out. But it does still have the wire mount right here, and that's still in good shape, but looks like the back of it is kind of held in with packing tape. But I don't plan on taking it out of this frame. I really like it in this frame. I think it kind of complements it really well, minus the staining on it, but hey, you can't complain too much. So, and next up, I got some ordnance, which was pretty cool. Love collecting this stuff. I'm not sure if that is factory black painted. I forget what a black tip would stand for. I know the red tip would stand for incendiary round. This one is dated 1943, and you can see on the head stamp there, St. Louis was the manufacturer, 1943. And you can actually take the bullet out of the casing, and you can really see and feel how big and heavy a .50 caliber round really is. So thought that was pretty cool. Got that for I think $5 or $10, as well as this 20 millimeter round right here. which is also dated 1943. Right there, 20 millimeter Mark II. This one is in place. Round is in there, but I love these 20 millimeter rounds. And right here, I actually got this as a gift from my buddy Wyatt. So Wyatt, if you are watching this, thank you. Another awesome contribution to the museum. This is an 81 millimeter mortar. He found this in his uncle's shed, I believe, and shot me a text message and says, "Hey, would you like this mortar? It's dated 1953." And I said, "Absolutely. Why not?" And again, just to really see how big, these pieces of ordnance were, definitely did not think, movies, video games, and stuff, they look a lot smaller than and a lot lighter than they actually are. So to actually be able to hold an 81 millimeter mortar kind of gives you a whole new idea of what it was like to kind of tote this stuff around and, actually put these down the tube and whatnot and carry these all day if you were a mortar man. So, but this is an M43. I think it's an M1, A1, B1, something weird. Let's see. You got 1953, 81 millimeter, M43, A1B1, stamped across the top. Missing the fuse on it, but there's a little piece of metal, you can hear it, that is kind of rattling around in there. So very heavy, very big piece, but I think it's going to look great with all the other bullets and casings that I have. So again, buddy, thank you, Wyatt. Appreciate that for your contribution. And up next, my brother-in-law actually gave these to me. He was in the National Guard for some years and served with the 27th Infantry Division over in Kuwait. I can't remember if this goes with this patch or not, but these were his patches. These are the Velcro, more modern ones, but really cool family history here. I think this was, he said this was a Southern Command. Can't remember exactly, but yeah, some pretty cool modern patches to add to the patch collection. And last but not least, we got a lot of paper items here. A couple of autographs, a couple of pictures and other things. So I guess we can start right here, actually. I got this. I went to the same brother-in-law that I got the patches from, also is the head of the local VFW that he is at. And they held a little fundraiser get-together. So me and my wife went to go support him. And while I was there, I got to talking with a Korean War vet right here by the name of Bruno Krame, I believe is his name, Krame. He, after talking with him a little bit, he didn't talk too much about his service, understandably. But he was in the 24th Infantry Division in Korea from 1952 to 1954, and he held the rank of corporal. And he told me it was very, very cold there, as a lot of Korean veterans, I'm sure, would say. Very cold, and he said it was very, very hard to get helicopters in and out and whatnot, and just said it very hilly and very cold. So I appreciate talking to him. So that was pretty cool that he gave me his autograph for that. So a little local history from a Korean War veteran. We'll go over right down here, actually. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Get this to focus, because this is a really cool piece of aviation history right here. This is, I believe, the B-26 Coffin, as you can see up there. And painted are airplane kills, ships sunk, and number of missions. And from what I understand, this was the Coffin took damage, made an emergency landing, almost ripping its entire right wing off in the emergency landing, and then after was fixed up and sent home on a war bond tour. So pretty cool. I love these old pictures of nose art and whatnot. I guess we'll go up here next. Right here, got a autograph from Major Donald J. Strait, who was in the 361st Fighter Squadron, and he was credited with 13.5 victories. He was the highest scoring ace in the 361st, and actually went on to lead the 361st. He had a really impressive military career, but you can see his P-51D, the Jersey Jerk, down here, which is pretty cool. And underneath that, got a freebie thrown in with that one, a little World War II era German postcard. Have a couple of those. Right here, this came with a bunch of information. So what we have here is a commemorative envelope for the introduction of the Boeing B-29 Super Fortress, renamed the Washington 1 to the Royal Air Force on the 22nd of March, 1950. So, as you can see right there, and this is signed by a couple of people, including Major Paul Tibbets, who was the pilot of the Enola Gay that dropped the bombs on Hiroshima. And this is also signed by James F. Rigg from the F-6F Hellcats VF-15. Tex Hill over on the left here, 2nd Squad. He flew the P-40. And H. Blake Moranville, that's who it is, VF-11. And he flew the F-6F Hellcat, as did James Rigg up there. So those are really cool. I like these little envelopes, the little artwork that's on them. And they're always numbered, too. So I find that pretty interesting. This came with a lot of paperwork, actually. Came with a photo of Paul Tibbets in his Air Force jumper. And it also came with a whole bunch. There's the certificate of authenticity. And we've got a whole bunch of information on just about everybody that signed it. There's the Boeing B-29. You can pause and read that if you'd like. And we have a card on Brigadier General Paul Tibbets. Sorry, he wasn't Major. Maybe he was. I can't remember. But you can pause and read that as well. Got a paper here. This was on H. Blake Moranville, also known as Rabbit. And we also have right here, this must have been some sort of roster, but James Rigg is underlined right here. Saginaw, Missouri, U.S. Navy VF-15. I think he was credited with 11 kills, if I remember correctly. Kills. It will kill. And then right here, this is David Hill, also known as Tex. But you can go ahead and read that if you'd like. So cool that it came with a lot of information on all these guys. So we'll stack those up over there. That actually came with this, which is another Air Training Corps Gazette. This one is also named to Walters. I have quite a few Air Training Corps Gazettes. This one is Volume 4, Number 11 of November 1944. You've probably seen a whole bunch of these in a lot of my other videos because I get these thrown in as a freebie. And most of them are actually named to this Walters guy. So that's pretty cool. All my Air Corps stuff is right up here. But as you can see, I've got quite a few, probably about 8 or 9 issues of the Air Training Corps Gazette. So very happy to have these. Always thankful to get them as a freebie. And then I think, last but not least, right here, we have another commemorative envelope. And this is signed by Walter Krupinski. And he came with his own information card as well, just a print off of Wikipedia. But he was, I believe he was in the top 20 of highest scoring aces for Germany during World War II. He's also known as Count Punski. You can see there, he was called by his fellow pilots Graf Punski because he was born over in Prussia back in the day. So pretty cool stuff. I think he was like number 15 or something like that on the list of Luftwaffe aces, but he also flew the Me-262 fighter jet, which is really cool. I like those. So always appreciate getting signatures from the pilots who got to fly the world's first jet aircraft, fighter aircraft. So pretty cool. But thank you guys for hanging out, joining in for another video. I appreciate all your guys' ongoing support. And I promise we will get all of this sorted out real soon. Just keep bearing with me here. Just got some other stuff to kind of find homes for, but we're getting there, making a lot of progress every day. So I appreciate you guys. Sorry about that. Appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, commenting, love interacting with you guys and all that. So keep that up, and we will see you guys in the next video.